What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Hope everybody is doing great. Today we're talking about the wall. Any race you enter, it doesn't matter if it's the marathon, half marathon, 10K, or 5K, there's going to be a time when you're going to hit this wall. No, I'm not talking about a physical wall. It's a metaphor for when your body reaches a place where it just doesn't want to move anymore. It could be physical, it could be totally mental, but there's a place in that race where you've trained well, you've prepared well, you've done everything right, but for some odd reason, you get to this place in a race where everything stops, your body stops, your brain is telling you, hey, we can't do this anymore. We need to quit. That is the wall. Hey, everybody. My name is Coach Kimani. I'm an everyday runner, and I also coach cross country and track over here in beautiful Arizona. Man, I'm outside, and the weather is just beautiful. And if you enjoy my videos or you're enjoying this video, please push subscribe and a like. And also, you're always welcome to leave a comment or questions, and I can answer those questions for you. All right, let's get into this. So today I'm going to cover, first of all, the marathon, and then we're going to cover the half marathon and the 10K. And I might split these videos into 3 parts in case they get too long. So, and you don't have a lot of time to sit down and watch all of them. So for the marathon, you're going to hit the wall. But for most people, when do you expect to hit this wall? Every time I race and I start, this in the back of my head, I go, you know what? I'm going to hit a wall. I'm going to prepare myself to hit this wall. It's going to happen no matter what. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. If it doesn't happen, I'm like, oh, thank you, Jesus. But most of the times, with the longer races, it does happen. Okay? And I'm talking to people right now that you've trained well, you're training well, you're following your training plan perfectly, and your nutrition is right, your fuel strategy is right on, but you still might, there's a good chance that you're still going to hit this wall in the marathon. Let's talk about the marathon. So where am I going to hit this wall, Coach Kimani? You're probably going to hit this wall about mile 18. Expect that mile 18 through 22 is going to be very, very difficult. And this is the main reason why, because your training plan, your longest miles are going to be 20 to 22. That's where you peak at. Because most training plans are not having you run in 30 miles, 36 miles. That's insane. So your body is only used to going up to 20 miles, right? So mentally, physically, when you're hitting that 18 miles, your body is starting to say, okay, man, now we're here. Now we're at our threshold. This is our stopping place, right? So that is one of the biggest reasons why it happens. The other big reason why this wall happens at mile 18 is because of the how we start the race. Here's my advice. If you're running a marathon, always negative split it. What do you mean by negative split? Always start slower and build as you go and build as you go. So you break it down into 10Ks, right? The first 10K is going to be slower pace. I'm not going to try to hit that race pace. You're not a professional runner. You're not an elite runner, because elite runners, they have to hit that pace right away. For us everyday runners, we have to pace well. But usually what happens to all of us, we want a negative split. We want to do that. That's in our heart. But man, adrenaline is flowing. The crowd is crazy. Everybody is excited. So automatically, their adrenaline rush just gets you going faster. You might not even think you're going fast. You don't feel you're going fast. But through your first 10K, you're like, whoa, that's fast. What you need to do is slow down, right? You just need to kind of slow down, relax. After the half marathon, that's you're still feeling good because now you've slowed down a little bit. You're still feeling great, and this happens. But then here come out 18, and just something happens. Like I said, there's reasons why this happens, a couple reasons why, but sometimes we just don't know why. It's a physical thing, it's a mental thing. Now, injuries are totally different. I'm not talking about injuries. I did get injured last year in a marathon. I'm mile 18, mile 16, mile 18. That was not me hitting a wall. It was literally, I was feeling great, but I got injured. But I finished the marathon. That's totally different. So when you're running a marathon or preparing for a marathon, always prepare for that mile 18. When you start, when the gun goes off, when everybody is screaming and happy and go, 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 just know that mile 18 is coming. And it's better for you to prepare yourself. It's almost like I know I'm going to go through this wall. There's a wall that's coming that I'm going to go through. So I'm going to save my energy so I'm able to go through that wall. Now, excuse me. What happens when I hit that wall? Slow down. Don't try to push through that wall. And a lot of us, including me, have made that mistake. The best thing to do is just to slow down. Remember, at mile 18, you're looking at, oh my God, I got 8 more miles to go. So that's a long haul. So the next 4 miles, you just want to relax your body, maybe slow down a little bit, get as much fluid as you can. If you want to stop and stretch for 30 seconds to a minute, that's not going to hurt, because at mile 22, 23, now you go, oh man, I only got 2 miles left. Now I'm going to push. The last 5K, all of a sudden, then your body does this natural thing that I only got a 5K left. I'm just going to go hard. I'm going to leave everything on the line. That is what you do. So just want to let you know, when you're training, always, it's okay. Don't try to block it out of your mind. Just say, hey, I might hit this wall, and this wall might happen at mile 18. 80% of the chance it's going to be at mile 18. So let's move on to the half marathon. This happens to me all the time at the half marathon, and we also got to be careful with the half marathon. It's 13.1 miles. You're probably going to hit this wall around mile 9. Mile 9 is traditionally, to mile 11 is traditionally the hardest one. That window right there, 9 to 11. So, and again, the half marathon, you also want a negative split. Every time a negative split, that's when I usually catch a lot of guys at mile 9 through 11. That's when a lot of guys are just hitting that wall. You've seen them stop and stretch. They're walking because they went out a little bit too fast. And that's the key, is don't go out too fast. Always think of, hey, the first 5K, I'm getting the race, I'm getting the groove, I'm warming up. Even though you've warmed up, you're still warming up into the race. And then mile 5 through 7, you're locking into your pace. You're starting to lock into your pace, and always in your back of your mind thinking, this wall is gonna come at mile 9. Because at mile 9, you're also thinking, oh, I got 10, 11, 12, 13. I got 4 more miles to go. Oof, and I've killed it the first 8 miles, and now here we go. So you are going to hit that wall, and again, don't panic. Don't panic. Just slow down a little bit. Focus on your breathing. Focus on your form. Don't miss a water station. Do all those things, because at mile 11, again, your body is going to naturally pick up again and go, oh, a few more miles left, 2 more miles left. I'm going to push this. I'm going to go hard. I'm going to finish strong. I'm going to leave everything on this road today. So somehow, some way, just like when you start the race, usually your body at the end of the race does something natural, okay? And that comes back from if you trained well, if you did everything perfectly. But you are going to hit that wall. Okay, let's talk about the 10K, the 10K wall. All right, usually this happens before mile 3. Weird, right? It could happen at mile 5, but usually it's, for me, and what I see from a lot of runners, it's mile 3, because mile 2 to 3, this is why it plays your mind, because for some odd reason your mind thinking in the 10K that mile 3 is when I'm going to turn around. But the 10K is 6.2 miles. It's not 6 miles, but for some odd reason when you're running, usually 10K is you're going a little bit faster. You're not really negative split, and you might negative split the first mile, but you're going to pick up really quick. So you're thinking, oh, you hit, your watch says 3 miles, and then you keep going, you're like, where's the turnaround? So it's a mental, your brain is playing some games with you. So you always got to think about that no, I'm not turning around at mile 3, I'm turning around at my 3.1, right? And that's when I'm gonna turn around. So that is the key there. Always watch out for that 2 to 3 miles, because after you pass that 3 miles, it's gonna be hard. But when you hit that 4 miles again, 5th mile, now you're pushing to go hard. So yeah, those are the things that you need to watch out for. Always have it in the back of your mind that you are going to hit this wall. It's not negative thinking. That's just strategy thinking. You're strategizing your race. knowing that this might happen during that time. And of course, with the 5Ks, yeah, you can hit a wall too in the 5Ks, but not as much. The longer races are the ones that you do hit those walls because you're on the road for such a long time. Where a 5K is 3.1 miles, there's no negative split in a 5K. You just going, you just boom, you gone. There is no sin around. Where the other races, there's a lot of strategy. A lot of things could go wrong in a marathon, a half marathon, and a 10K. A lot of things could go wrong. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. And if you survive to the end of my video, you can push subscribe, like, and always leave some questions for me so I can answer some questions that you have. You can always email me too, and I'll be more than happy to email you back. All right, God bless you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.